Good afternoon. My name is Gustavo. I'm here at the YMCA. Today I'm going to show you a little bit of a workout that you can do with little or no equipment. Today we're going to use a chair and we're going to work the whole body right off of this chair. Let's get to work. We're going to start today with a little bit of a warm-up, all right? I'm going to have you do jumping jacks for 30 seconds. And it's nothing difficult, just to get the blood flowing and the muscles ready to do some exercise. You don't have to do much. And now continuing with a little bit of a warm-up, we're just going to do 5 squats, limited range of motion, just to get those legs working a little bit. Okay? Head up, heels down. And then we're going to finish up the warm-up with some push-ups, hands shoulder width apart. Go down as far as you can and keep the body nice and straight. If at this point you need to go off the knees, go off the knees. Just do 5. And off the chair, we're going to do an exercise called a dip. I'm going to place my hands close to my hips here. My feet are going to be flat on the ground, knees at 90 degrees, upper body nice and straight. And then we're going to follow that one up with a seated good morning, hands behind the head. Take your elbows down toward the ground. And then sit up, elbows out of sight. Getting the lower back warmed up a little bit for what's about to come. And the next one I'd like to do is just get the hip flexors and the abdominals engaged. So I'm just going to have you lift your knees up 5 times. And then stand up on the 5th. And do that twice. And up. And we're going to follow that up with heels close to the chair and just standing up and tapping the chair or the bench 10 times. And then bringing the legs together, everything's together and touching, tap 5. And the next one, after the legs are close, I want you to stand up here on one leg and then alternate. So you're going to kind of rock back, stand up, have a seat, rock back, stand up, have a seat. And then we're going to do another little exercise that's similar to a dip. We're going to do a little variety here. So we'll do 5 feet flat. And then cross the leg over and do 5 this way. And 5 this way. Yeah, and the next one I'm going to show you is I'm going to have you lay down on the ground with your heels up on the chair. Have you throw your hands overhead and touch your toes 5 times. Followed by hands to the front, elbows to knees 5 times. And then finished up for the abdominals with the hands behind the head, elbows to knees 5 times. And from this laying down position, I'm going to have you point your toes outward on the chair and lift your hips up 10 times. Body's going to be nice and straight, and you're pushing away with your hamstrings. The hips are going to make a straight line from the shoulders to the heels. When you're done with those 10, then point your toes up and lift your hips up 10 times. Try to get those hips up as high as you can. And then we'll finish this one with toes touching, heels apart, lifting your hips up 15 times. You really feel that in the hamstrings. All right. And lastly, I'm going to show you a couple exercises that you can do right in front of your chair. We're going to go hand down to the ground, legs back and forward, and stand up. Do that 5 times on each side. And lastly, I'm going to show you a kind of a tough exercise to do. It requires a little bit of balance. you're going to go off of one leg. Both hands down on the ground, one hand push up, leg back, and stand up. Nice, and do that both sides. So there you have it, a few exercises that you can do on your own with the simplicity of just having a chair. If you're looking to get back in shape, I would recommend you try and do some of these things.